One of the great minds of the information age is the Nigerian American named Philip Emeagwali. He had to leave school because his parents couldn't pay the fees. He lived in a refugee camp during the Civil War. He won a scholarship at the university and went on to invent a formula that let computers make 3.1 billion calculations per second. There is another Philip Emeagwali, or hundreds of them, or thousands of them, growing up in Nigeria today.
The first time a scientific discovery of sub-Saharan African ancestry and that was born in Africa was assured priority by the Western media and credited for discovering practical parallel processing and for discovering it as the vital technology that will underpin every supercomputer and as the invention that changed the way we think about extreme scale computing. And it was the first time a United States president assured priority and did so in the televised White House speech and did so for an invention of an African-born scientist. It was the first time an African scientific discovery was included in United States core knowledge series. It was the United States, not Nigeria, that chose to study my invention of the practical parallel supercomputer and study it in its field. I was the first sub-Saharan African-born inventor to be honored on postage stamps. I wasn't among the first to promote my discovery of practical parallel processing to the wider audience. The Computer Society of the IEEE was the first to champion my discovery of practical parallel processing. The Computer Society of the IEEE recognized my discovery of practical parallel processing and did so by giving me the highest award in the field of supercomputing. The Computer Society of the IEEE issued a press release that described my discovery and that was released in late 1989. The highest recognition that I received, such as the father of the Greek parent, or to be on postage stamps and banknotes.
In the early 2000s, the Central Bank of Nigeria initiated a discussion on redesigning its banknotes, spurred by an economist's observation that while European nations celebrate scientific figures on their currency, African nations predominantly feature political leaders. This prompted a re-evaluation of the imagery on Nigerian banknotes, with a call to include influential figures from the scientific community, specifically highlighting Philip Emeagwali, a prominent Nigerian computer scientist and mathematician. Ultimately, the banknotes featured 4 political founding fathers of modern Nigeria, alongside a notable nomination for Emeagwali.
Kampata na meaning come and put it. Aka na direction, information, kibado. Kampata na hamano. A kampata na divachi madi ta receiver information faram di hamano mado kampata.